how to swim. I mean, I was 4 years old. He took me to a pool, an edge of a pool, deep end. He got behind me and he went, "Find Atlantis." We didn't know what we were, quite frankly. It was sort of a, I really don't know what we were. We had like there was a Christmas tree, and yet it was a Hanukkah bush. It was sort of like an Elephant Man kind of thing there. It was like, they had balls hanging down, and yet there was like a picture of Golda Meir sort of over here. It wasn't Hanukkah, it wasn't Christmas, it was Hanukkah. We had Hanukkah. And this year, what am I gonna get to the family? I got a self-complaining oven, I got her that. And she got me a dead relative's metronome. It was like, we're here, we're back, we're here. Then I got her a remote control wailing wall, which I can use on the road, you know. But when he said, never run from a bee, I tell you right now, I wish you well, I hope you have great advice, I don't know. It's a nightmare. I was in these Cub Scouts and I went to a park and it might as well have been like a New Year's Day thing, a bulb coming down that said, "Beehive, run for your lives, run for your lives." Because everyone ran, I looked around, no one was there but me, but I heard that little schmucky advice, "Don't run for a bee, don't run for a bee." I stood there and the bees, they started coming at me and they were shaking their wings in disbelief. They couldn't believe it. And the queen bee, I said, I heard her talking, like in bee language. She brought a therapist bee on a little couch to talk to me. They talked me out of standing there. They started stinging condolence cards on my forehead. I was doomed. And then the next day they erected like I'm a schmuck statue in the park, you know. I've been here, and in fact, 5-6 months ago I did Oprah. I'll tell you right now, it was a good show. I enjoyed doing it. But like I was on last, and I was almost not going to get on. And they said, maybe you'll come on. We'll save it for tomorrow. Thank you, but the show would have been Alcoholic Cats and Richard Lewis, you know. So I think that the dumbest I felt in the last 15 years was about 2 years ago when Hallie's coming. I say Hallie now, it was Haley for me for 38 and a half years. I heard Tom Brokaw say Hallie. I went, oh my God, what else don't I know in life? What else? I was afraid to like get a pizza. I said, can I have a slice of pizza with anchovies? The guy said, you mean a sluice of puzzo with anchovies? To school, whatever that meant in another language, I hope it's good for you. How I even got into college, I don't, the SATs, I'll tell you right now, getting into, pardon me? Okay, good. Okay, let's not turn this into a pirate den all of a sudden.